Diddy Combs' homes after federal agents
California for $22 million.
Should Diddy Combs was taken into custody in New York City tonight? I am unable to change the skin's pigmentation. Should Diddy returns home after federal agents California for $22 million. Stunning new images of Michael Jackson visiting one of Diddy's parties have grabbed social media by storm as one of the most beloved and respected people in the music business. Join us as we examine the new party footage of Diddy and Michael Jackson that changes everything. Fans have been shocked by Jackson's attendance at such an event and are curious as to whether he was a part of Diddy's inner circle. Will these images help investors in Diddy's case? Have any members of Jackson's family attended Diddy's party since his passing? Photographs of Diddy with Michael Jackson that have gone viral reportedly were shot at an MTV celebration in 2003. Michael Jackson and Ron Burkle, a billionaire investor, were spotted together. The photo depicted the three men laughing and having a great time at the time Diddy was celebrating the success of his fashion brand Shahjahan, which had just received a significant investment, while Jackson was basking in the glory of his unmatched success as the king of pop. However, these photos are very helpful in the current case against Diddy because they reveal his inner circle. For example, after seeing these photos, fans are wondering who Ron Burkle is and why he is so friendly with Jackson and Diddy. Well, Burkle was the one who invested $100 million in Diddy's fashion brand, which is why they were celebrating it in the pictures. The two later teamed up with actor Mark Wahlberg in 2015 to purchase the water company Aqua Hydrate, which sadly failed. Additionally, Burkle is reportedly the paternal grandpa of Diddy. The sprawling property had been empty since Jackson left it after being cleared of allegations regarding the mistreatment of minors. The question on everyone's mind is how close were Diddy and Michael Jackson really? While there aren't many photos of the two together and they've never worked together on a project, it's obvious that Diddy has always had a deep appreciation for the king of pop. The Wall Street Journal is reporting that Burkle purchased the property in California for $22 million. This is an interesting purchase. In an interview with David Letterman on The Late Show, Diddy expressed his desire to have collaborated with Michael Jackson on a project. He stated that he had always wanted to work with Jackson, so you know, and one day, I didn't even invite Mike to the party. Mike just showed up at the party. Unfortunately, their schedules never aligned. Despite this, Diddy has continued to praise Michael Jackson's legacy and has spoken about the impact he had on the music industry. Diddy has also paid tribute to Jackson in his own music and performances, frequently incorporating elements of Jackson's style and choreography into his own work. In 2018, Diddy made a romantic move to win back Cassie via Jackson's song. He shared a screenshot of Jackson's classic song, The Lady in My Life, on Instagram, stating that the pigmentation of the skin is something that I cannot help okay, but with a message that made it clear he was hoping the song would help him win. Return of Cassie's Heart, the track, which is from Michael Jackson's renowned album. In addition, he honored the king of pop by dedicating an award to him and other black musicians he believed should have received Grammy recognition. Thriller is the narrative of a man attempting to win back his love. One album that was explicitly identified as deserving of more acclaim is Jackson's P from Off the Wall. There's a lot of talk on social media about Michael Jackson and Diddy's relationship. Did Jackson ever attend Diddy's wild parties? Was he a frequent guest? Interestingly, someone from Jackson's family was spotted at one of Diddy's parties. Let's get into the specifics. Michael Jackson crashed Diddy's party. It's no secret that Diddy has hosted some of the most epic parties in the entertainment industry. However, Diddy claims that Jackson made an unexpected appearance at one of his parties. It was a coincidence that Jackson attended his after-party for the MTV TV Movie Awards without being invited. Jackson attended the party for a specific reason. After taking a picture with Diddy, Jackson revealed that he was there to see Beyoncé. It turns out that Jackson's visit was all about trying to impress Beyoncé. He danced with her at the party, and it's obvious that he was trying to make a good impression at the time. Diddy was initially shocked to learn that the king of pop had arrived, especially since he hadn't received an invitation. Following Diddy's recent arrest, fans viewed the interview with levity, enjoying the lighthearted and amusing narrative. However, the interview has now taken on a new tone and, for those who may not be aware, is becoming viral on social media. According to reports, Diddy was arrested on charges of illegal exploitation and other serious allegations. In the meantime, police were swarming his upscale Beverly Hills neighborhood home. During the raid, law enforcement officials seized a number of items, including firearms, ammunition, controlled substances, and over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. Help has just confirmed that Sean Diddy Combs was arrested tonight in New York City out of fear of reprisals from Diddy or his associates. The women involved were frequently subjected to harsh treatment and were forced into acts against their will. Diddy allegedly used his power and influence to control the women involved, providing them with substances and manipulating them into participating in the parties. Concealed in secrecy, with Diddy using his wealth and power to keep them hidden. Are there any other celebrities connected to Michael Jackson that have attended Diddy's parties? Well, Janet Jackson has been spotted at several of his events. One noteworthy example is when she went to his birthday party in 2023 and was photographed with Diddy and Naomi Campbell. The photo went viral, but Janet later took it down after Cassie Diddy's ex-girlfriend filed a lawsuit against him. Let's investigate the internet conspiracy theory that has been circulating. During the FBI raid on Diddy's home, several fans saw something interesting. Is there a tunnel, and if so, how does it relate to Jackson? Let's examine the specifics. The rumors of Diddy's secret tunnel to Michael Jackson's house. The rumors of Diddy's secret tunnel began circulating on social media platforms like TikTok and Twitter on Diddy Combs' homes after federal agents raided the rapper multi-million-dollar homes in Miami, with several users claiming that federal officers had discovered the tunnel during a raid on Diddy's mansion. According to these claims, the tunnel was said to connect Diddy's home to a bebelement at Michael Jackson's mansion, and that Diddy's team had been nervous and blocked the entrance to his home during the raid. One TikTok user even claimed that the FBI had found children's clothes in the tunnel, which sparked widespread outrage and concern. However, as with many online rumors, there is no concrete evidence to support these claims. In fact, Reuters fact-checked a similar claim back in March 2024, which was circulating on social media. The claim included a fabricated image of a CNN report stating that underground tunnels had been found at Diddy's home. However, a CNN representative, Emily C., denied the claim, stating that the image was manipulated and not something that CNN had reported. Conspiracy theories about Michael Jackson's death are getting crazier every day. Okay, I can't control it, okay, but what about all the millions of people? Let's reverse it. Did he have something to do with his death? There's a call recording going around on social media that's causing a lot of buzz. What really happened on the day Michael Jackson was declared dead? Let's explore theories of Diddy causing Michael Jackson's death at the age of 50. Michael Jackson passed away on June 25, 2009, leaving behind a legacy of dance, music, and art that still inspires and influences generations. Conrad Murray, Jackson's personal physician, was hired to take care of his health and well-being while he was at his rented mansion in the Beverly Hills neighborhood of Los Angeles. Murray claimed, "I cared about Michael too much." Murray discovered Jackson in his bedroom at around 12 o'clock noon, not breathing and with a weak pulse. Murray started doing CPR on Jackson right away, but it was too late. Security personnel were contacted, and they phoned 911. Paramedics arrived at the site and treated Jackson, but he was declared dead at 2:26 p.m. After many months of research, it was discovered that Jackson's physician, Conrad Murray, had given him Propofol, a potent anesthetic, along with the anti-anxiety benzodiazepines lorazepam and midazolam. Despite the hazards involved in using Propofol as a sleep aid, the inquiry revealed that Murray had been giving it to Jackson. The autopsy report, which was made public in August 2009, determined that Jackson's death was a murder. According to the study, murder was the way of death and acute propofol intoxication was the cause of death. In relation to Jackson's death, Conrad Murray was charged with involuntary manslaughter. In November 2011, he was found guilty and given a 4-year jail term with a 2-year suspension. Murray completed 2 years of his.
Just recently there was a story, and I know one of your attorneys held a news conference. There was a story about you wanting to have a little white boy play you in a Pepsi commercial.
That is so stupid. That's the most ridiculous, horrifying story I've ever heard. It's crazy. I mean, why? Number one, it's my face as a child in the commercial. Me when I was little. Why would I want a white child to play me? I'm a black American. I'm proud to be a black American. I am proud of my race. I am proud of who I am. I have a lot of pride in who I am and dignity. That's like you wanting an Oriental person to play you as a child. Does that make sense?
No.
So please, people, stop believing these
Okay, Michael,
horrifying
then
stories.
let's go to the thing that is most discussed about you, I think, is the fact that the color of your skin is obviously different than it was when you were younger.
Yes.
And so I think it has caused a great deal of speculation and controversy as to what you have done or are doing. Are you bleaching your skin? And is your skin lighter because you don't like being black?
Okay, number one, as I know of, there is no such thing as skin bleaching. I have never seen it. I don't know what it is.
Well, they used to have those products growing up. I used to hear, always use bleach and glow, but you'd have to have about 300,000 gallons.
Okay, number one, this is the situation. I have a skin disorder that destroys the pigmentation of the skin. It's something that I cannot help. Okay, but when people make up stories that I don't want to be who I am, it hurts me.
So it is.
It's a problem for me, okay? I can't control it, okay? But what about all the millions of people? Let's reverse it.
Okay.
What about all the millions of people who sit out in the sun to become darker, to become other than what they are? Nobody says nothing about that.
So when did this start? When did the color of your skin start to change?
Oh boy, sometime after Thriller, around Off the Wall Thriller.
And what did you think? I mean,
It's in my family. My father said it's on his side. I can't control it. I don't understand. I mean, it makes me very sad. I don't want to go into my medical history because that's something that's private, but that's the situation here. So please, when people see something like that.
I just want to get this straight. You are not taking anything to change the color of your skin.
Oh God, no.
You did not purposely.
We're trying to control it, and using makeup evens it out because it makes blotches on the skin, and I have to even out my skin. But you know what's funny? Why is that so important? You know, that's not important to me. I'm a great fan of art. I love Michelangelo. If I had a chance to talk to him or read about him, I would want to know about what inspired him to become who he is, the anatomy of his craftsmanship, not about who he went out with last night.
What was it like for you standing there waiting for that motion to come in? I mean, it was a long time.
I mean, it's been like a year and a half. It was like a year and a half with this, with this luggage, walking around with this, and people not understanding, not knowing the truth, and so it felt good that it was finally coming to an end. And, I felt confident, but at the same time, it was a scary situation. Because you have, 12 people who hold the fate of your life. But, I put it in God's hands, and, He brought me out of it, and I give all glory to God, and I'm forever grateful.
That's got to be the hardest thing to be waiting there to see, that judge reading that.
It was definitely like one of the hardest years of my life, overall, like going through this and personal stuff. It's just like, I can relate. I know there's millions of people out there that can relate to like those months or those years when it just seems like everything is just going wrong. It's just like everything beyond what the people know about, all of the extra stuff that people don't even know about, or people that are close to you don't even know about. Sometimes it just feels like, you want to give up, but you got people that you're blessed to have people around you that, tell you to keep going and hold your head up, and it's going to be all right. Keep your faith strong. That's what I did. And I'm just, it's been a learning. It's been a very learning.
The phenomenal Michael Jackson!
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for this honor you have awarded me tonight. I've always believed that the real measure of celebrity success was not just how famous he becomes, but what he does with that fame and fortune. Especially in today's technological and media advanced society, the attention and fortune showered on an individual celebrity is oftentimes immensely disproportionate to his or her achievements. Today, a person can literally become a celebrity overnight throughout the entire world, and that kind of attention can be difficult for an individual to handle. But I have also learned that such fame can also be an enormous effective medium to focus attention and mobilize resources for a worthy cause. I have been blessed with so much and have an opportunity to do what few others can. But I believe it is more than just an opportunity, but a duty. I feel to reap and enjoy the fruits of my talents for myself would be selfish, irresponsible, and unconscionable. In these days of such abundance and advancement in what we can do, it pains me to think that we do so little for our children. In some ways, I feel undeserving to receive an award for doing something that is my duty. I accept this award as a gesture of encouraging from the people of India and a commission to do more for mankind. I love you very much. This is the longest speech. Mahatma Gandhi knew how important bringing the world's attention was to gaining freedom for India without using any weapons. In some ways, he was the first person to truly understand the importance and power of the public. He has always been an inspiration to me, and it gives me even greater joy and pride to be recognized by his people. I am here today, inspiration from my Hinduja, Mr. Hinduja, and your lovely family. I love you very much. We have the same mission to bring world peace. Kamal Dandana has created a great show. Manish, thank you for your wonderful costume. I appreciate it very much. I love you all. Thank you.
There's nothing you can do. Some chamomile tea over there that might settle it down. Of course, problem is it might put you to sleep. You're welcome. Mr. Jackson, in the latter portion of 1993, there were some allegations leveled at you concerning improper conduct with some young boys. I assume you're familiar with the fact that those allegations were raised. Is that right?
Yes.
In fact, there was ultimately at least 2 grand jury inquiries into that I am currently aware of, although counsel tells me there may have been a third. Were you aware that grand jury investigations were conducted into those allegations?
Yes.
Did you know at the time that the grand jury was investigating these matters that they were in fact investigating? In other words, you didn't find out after it had completed. You knew in advance that people were being subpoenaed to testify.
In advance?
Yeah, poorly phrased. Let me rephrase it. It is my understanding that some of Neverland Valley Ranch employees were subpoenaed to testify before the grand jury. Do you know that to be the case as well?
Yes.
Are you familiar with a person named Jordy Chandler?
We're not going there. Don't answer. We're not going to get into who he knows and doesn't know. If you want to ask a question, go ahead and ask it. But I believe it's beyond the scope of discoverable matters in the case.
Whether he knows of Jordy Chandler?
Right.
You're not going to allow me to ask him any questions about Jordan Chandler in any fashion?
We'll take them one by one, but...
Well, I can't ask him whether he knows him. I suppose that would sort of preclude other ones, don't you think?
Yeah, probably would.
And may I ask, for the record, what the basis upon which you are going to refuse to allow this witness to disclose whether he knows Mr. Jordan Chandler? As you know, counsel, during the course of discovery in this case, you have already gone into, and I think Mr. Sanger has already gone into, at some depth, a deposition that was taken in the case of Jordy Chandler versus Michael Jackson, given by Adrian McManus. There are issues that are certainly relevant to my interest as to why you inquired as to those.